Under the veil of night, Wilhelmstrasse glistens, cobblestones mirroring the gas lamp's eerie glow. Horse-drawn carriages emerge from the fog, their rhythmic clip-clop a prelude to secrets untold. Each carriage arrives at the Reich Chancellery, cloaked in an aura of mystery and hushed anticipation. A dense fog, thick as winter's breath, swirls around the lamps, swallowing the street in shadow and suspense. The sounds of horses, muffled by the fog, echo with the weight of unspoken words and clandestine meetings. Hushed voices rise and fall, blending with the night, their whispers carrying the weight of history in the making. The grand hall gleams with polished mahogany and radiant chandeliers, a stage set for history. 14 nations gather, their faces etched with the solemn weight of destiny. Bismarck surveys the assembly, his presence a fortress of quiet authority. Every glance and gesture hints at the power plays and hidden agendas about to unfold. In the sun-drenched grand hall, dust motes dance, as Bismarck, an imposing figure, prepares to address the assembly. Sunlight floods the hall as the delegates await Bismarck's words, the air thick with anticipation. Bismarck begins, his voice resonating through the grand hall. "Gentlemen, we are here to establish order and civilization in Africa," he continues, his words echoing the ambition of an era. "To ensure free commerce and to prevent conflict among European powers." The delegates listen intently, their expressions reflecting a mix of ambition and calculation. Bismarck finishes his opening remarks, the weight of his words settling upon the expectant assembly. Inside the Reich Chancellery's grand hall, delegates gather, their attention consumed by vividly colored maps of Africa. Rivers, trade routes, and spheres of influence are marked on the maps, the air thick with focused intensity. The delegates pore over resources and territory, their faces illuminated by the vibrant colors of the maps. There is little visible concern for the people who call this land home, the focus solely on acquisition and control. In the grand hall of the Reich Chancellery, Lord Granville stands as an imposing figure, his posture reflecting unwavering resolve. His voice resonates through the hall, championing free trade along the Niger and Congo rivers. He gestures emphatically, his conviction echoing through the silent hall. Lord Granville's voice booms. "We must ensure free trade along the Niger and Congo rivers to protect our merchants." His words hang in the air, a challenge to any who would oppose British interests. The hall listens, a silent audience to his impassioned plea for economic freedom. In the grand hall, sunlight floods through the tall windows, illuminating the opulent surroundings. A French delegate stands confidently, ready to sway hearts and minds. With expressive gestures, the French delegate proclaims, "We envision a corridor, stretching from Dakar deep into the heart of West Africa." The delegate continues, painting a vision of colonial ambition, a lifeline of French culture, a conduit of influence, bringing civilization to the interior. The grand hall stands silent, echoing with the delegate's vision of colonial ambition. The grand hall blazes with sunlight, dust motes swirling in golden rays. Before assembled officials, the Portuguese delegate presents his case with impassioned gestures. He holds aloft aged documents, their leather bindings whispering tales of centuries past. These historical records clearly demonstrate Portugal's long-standing claim to Angola and Mozambique, dating back centuries to the age of exploration. The yellowed papers serve as silent witnesses to a history etched in time. The grand hall glows with a deceptive warmth, chandeliers casting long shadows across the agents of King Leopold II. Their voices echo with promises of philanthropy, weaving a tale of Christianity and commerce for the Congo Basin. Their words drip with honeyed persuasion, their eyes betraying a hint of something darker hidden beneath the surface. A subtle cynicism taints their grand presentation, hinting at the true motives lurking behind their benevolent facade. Inside the Reich Chancellery's grand hall, Bismarck watches the negotiations from a distance. He steps in, his presence commanding attention as he restores order. Bismarck asserts German authority, his words echoing through the hall. He positions himself as the honest broker, his every move calculated to enhance Germany's prestige. The Grand Hall buzzes with anticipation, its ornate chandeliers casting a warm, golden light across the assembled delegates. The air crackles with the murmur of voices, punctuated by sharp retorts as men debate the principles of effective occupation. Papers rustle in nervous hands as delegates adjust their spectacles, leaning in to argue their points with fervent intensity. Effective occupation. The phrase hangs heavy in the air, embodying the lifeblood of colonial ambition. The very weight of empires presses down, a palpable presence felt throughout the Grand Chamber. The delegates debate. What constitutes sufficient administration and authority to stake claim to African territory? In the Reich Chancellery's Grand Hall, sunlight pierces through the tall windows, casting a stark light on the ornate table where delegates gather. The air hangs heavy with political tension as the delegates debate the suppression of the slave trade. The delegates engage in intense discussions around the table, their expressions serious and focused. The sunlight streams into the room, highlighting the grandeur and formality of the setting, though the delegates largely ignore the economic exploitation that will soon take its place. The delegates continue to debate, oblivious to the impending shift in power and exploitation. The Congo River flows, reflecting the vast sky above. Villagers along the riverbanks cast nets, their canoes dotting the waters. The sun glints off their skin as they paddle, unaware of distant decisions. Life thrives by the river, untouched by the weight of Berlin's deliberations. Golden light dances on the water as the villagers continue their timeless routines. The majestic river flows on, carrying the hopes and dreams of its people. In the Reich Chancellery's Grand Hall, a muted excitement fizzes among diplomats and dignitaries. A long mahogany table dominates the scene. The general act of the Berlin Conference lies open, a testament to power and agreement. Bismarck, a mask of satisfaction on his face, watches the final strokes of the pen seal the document. Each signature adds weight to a treaty that will reshape nations and destinies. The hall buzzes with the anticipation of a new era, Bismarck's gaze fixed on the unfolding future. Under the relentless African sun, farmers plant seeds, their faces telling tales of time. Smoke gently rises from cooking fires, uniting families in the heart of the village. The air vibrates with the laughter of children, their games echoing through generations. The faces of the farmers display the wisdom earned through generations of toil. In this timeless village, the spirit of community thrives. Rooted deep in tradition, the village exists in harmony, the insect sounds providing a constant background rhythm to life. Months later, foreign flags flutter aggressively above newly built forts, their presence a stark intrusion on the African horizon. The colors of the colonizers clash violently with the earthy tones of the land, a visual assault on the senses. Unfamiliar borders slice through ancient kingdoms, lines drawn on maps now scarring the very fabric of traditional life. The rhythm of generations is disrupted, the ancient pulse of the land now faltering under the weight of foreign dominion. The land bears witness to the silent upheaval, its ancient soul groaning under the shadow of unwelcome change. Inside the Grand Hall of the Reich Chancellery, a palpable sense of relief fills the air. Bismarck, a figure of immense stature, exudes satisfaction as he prepares to congratulate the delegates. Bismarck extends his hand, a gesture of triumph, marking the culmination of relentless efforts. The hall buzzes with a quiet sense of accomplishment, the delegates sharing in the hard-earned victory. The Reich Chancellery stands silent, a monument to power on the Wilhelmstrasse. Carriages begin to depart, one by one, carrying the European statesmen into the cold Berlin night. The fog has lifted, revealing the stark reality of Berlin under a watchful sky. The air remains unforgiving, a chilling reminder of the world outside the Chancellery's walls. Each carriage disappears into the distance, taking with them the weight of decisions made within. Wilhelmstrasse is left quiet once more, awaiting the dawn and the return of its players. Under the relentless African sun, the village lies scarred, a harsh testament to a broken past. Exploitation's bitter fruit weighs heavy, bending backs under the yoke of forced labor. In the dust, traditions fade, whispers of a heritage drowned by the march of time. The village stands as a silent witness, its people bearing the weight of history's injustice. Despite the trials, the spirit of the village endures, a flicker of hope in the heart of despair. In the Reich Chancellery, the Grand Hall whispers tales of ambition as maps of Africa are displayed. Arbitrary lines dissect the continent, marking boundaries. The names of rivers snake across the terrain, arteries of a continent. Trade routes, once avenues of exchange, now symbols of conquest. Resources, the lifeblood of nations, become the prize of power. Under the relentless African sun, villagers are forced to toil in the fields, their every move scrutinized by armed overseers. The flames rise, consuming traditional masks and carvings as symbols of heritage turn to ash. European flags are raised, their colors stark against the African sky, proclaiming a new order. In the heart of the night, faces flicker in candlelight as whispers of rebellion ignite. The shadows lengthen as the seeds of resistance are sown, promising a storm to come. Portraits of foreign rulers replace ancestral symbols, a stark reminder of lost sovereignty. In the Reich Chancellery's Grand Hall, Bismarck's presence dominates, his face a mask of inscrutable resolve. His eyes, though unreadable, hold the weight of unspoken strategy. The delegates watch, their faces reflecting anticipation and uncertainty. Each word hangs heavy in the air, pregnant with hidden meanings. The fate of nations hangs in the balance, concealed behind Bismarck's composed facade. In the heart of an African village, the day unfolds with the promise of a story. An old African man sits by a crackling fire, his face a map of time and wisdom. A semicircle of children gathers around him, their eyes wide with anticipation. The air is thick with wood smoke, carrying whispers of ancient tales. The old man begins, his voice a gentle rumble. "Let me tell you about a meeting far away, a meeting that changed our lives forever." His voice drops with gravity as he reveals, it was called the Berlin Conference. In the Reich Chancellery's Grand Hall, history is etched with each stroke of the pen. Signatures are scrawled with ruthless determination, sealing Africa's destiny. Each stroke resonates with the weight of imperial ambition. The ink bleeds into the paper, a dark omen for the continent. The General Act solidifies, its words a testament to colonial greed. The sun rises over the African landscape, its golden light casting long shadows that speak of a history marked by deep scars. Despite the lingering marks of a painful past, the spirit of the African people remains unbroken, their resilience echoing in every smile. Life unfolds in the village, where daily routines are not just acts of survival but vivid declarations of cultural pride. Children laugh as they play, their innocent joy a stark contrast to the harsh realities surrounding them, a testament to hope. Elders share stories, their voices carrying the weight of history and the wisdom of generations, preserving the legacy. The community gathers, their collective strength, a vibrant tapestry woven from resilience, hope, and unwavering spirit. The Reich Chancellery looms, its dimmed lights casting long shadows across Wilhelmstrasse. Silent and imposing, the building whispers tales of decisions that reshape the world. Its walls bear witness to the enduring consequences of choices made within. In the quiet of the night, the Reich Chancellery remains a stark reminder of history.